gardeners, welcome back to the Ultimate Gardening channel. I'm Emmanuel, so well known as the Ultimate Gardener. In today's exciting sprouting video, I'm gonna give you guys 5 pollinator attractive plants that I would recommend having in your garden. Pollinators are very important in the garden, especially if you have a veggie garden, because mostly all vegetables need some type of pollinator to pollinate their flowers to produce the vegetables. And in general, flower gardens also have a ton of pollinators there, but me, myself, and other gardeners pretty sure out there do prefer to have a lot of pollinator activity, because I love seeing that my garden has pollinators and it's super satisfying to see, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 recommendations for pollinator attractive plants, and so if you want to know all 5 recommendations, please stay tuned with us. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming at number 1 is Salvia. Salvia is one of the most pollinator attractive plants out there that you could have. Every single day you should see at least one pollinator all up in that plant, because I have seen several times and multiple different gardeners showcase this type of plant, and pollinators go crazy. And it's one thing that you should have in the garden. It's very pretty, comes in multiple different colors, it has great structure, and they bloom every single time. So if you want a pollinator attractive plant like crazy, go for Salvia. So let's go ahead and move on to number 2. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming at number 2 is Hibiscus. Hibiscus is one of those plants that you don't see at the regular in a pollinator garden, but it is a very big pollinator attractive due to the hibiscus flowers being so bright, so colorful. So pollinators find that attracting and they go straight towards the flower. And if you notice, hibiscus flowers only last 1 day, because pollinators come and pollinate the flower and they're done for. So hibiscus is one of the most main flowers to have in the garden if you want to have pollinator activity in the garden. I have a lot of hibiscus here in this property, so I see pollinators everywhere, at least every single day. So I would recommend having at least one hibiscus plant for you could have a pollinator activity at least somewhere. So let's go ahead and move on to number 3. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming at number 3 is Xenias. Xenias is one of those plants that are recommended to have in a pollinator garden, because lately pollinator gardens are trending right now, because a lot of gardeners are seeing that their garden is lacking in pollinator activity, and so still they want to bump that activity up with a lot of pollinator attractive plants, and Xenia is one of them, because Xenias come in so many brightful colors like orange, reds, pinks, hot pinks, yellows, a lot of colors you could ask for. They come in and pollinators find them very attracting and they pollinate them like crazy. If you guys don't notice, in the last recent July garden tour, I have a Xenia patch, and that patch is always filled with bees and pollinators, because butterflies and bees find that type of plant attractive. And so if you want pollinator activity, I would recommend going with Xenias. You can start them from seed or get them at a very cheap price at a local nursery. So let's go ahead and move on to number 4. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming at number 4 is Canna lilies. Canna lilies are very pretty, come in multiple different colors, and sometimes they even come multicolored. And so I have one tropical canna in my garden right now, and that always gets pollinators like crazy. Comes the morning, it is filled with some pollinators. Comes the afternoon, crazy pollinator activity. Comes later on the night, of course the activity of pollinators toned down, but pollinators love canna lilies because they're so bright and they grow so tall that pollinators will be able to see it from a mile away. So if you want to have some type of color pop in the garden, pollinator attractive plant, go with canna lilies. They're very hard, cold tolerant to multiple different zones out there. They are bulbs, so you could plant them by bulbs, you could plant them by plants. No matter what you could want to do, cannas are very adaptable to multiple different temperatures. So let's go ahead and move on to the last and final 5th plant. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming at number 5, which is the most pollinator crazy plant out there, is Magnolia. Magnolia trees are super pretty, very fragrant, and very very pollinator crazy. I actually do have a video that I would like to show you guys of the magnolia tree being covered in pollinators. So here's the video now. I don't know if you guys could see that, but look at how many pollinators are on our magnolia tree. Lord Jesus. So ultimate gardeners, that's the video right there, and that's proof that magnolias are pollinator crazy. Once the flower opens up, immediately there's bee action and pollinator action right away. No pollinator has no time to waste. They automatically go to the flower, pollinate it like crazy, and then they're done. Magnolias also last about 2 days at maximum, but they also last only 1 day. So you have to take pictures of them and, you know, admire them while you can. And so if you want to go ahead and check them out before the pollinators get to them, I'd recommend looking at them in the morning where pollinator action is not the biggest. And so yeah, so let me go ahead and wrap up this video for you guys. So ultimate gardeners, that's gonna be it for this exciting spreading video. Once again, those are 5 top recommendations I recommend for pollinators. I love pollinators. You can't have a garden without pollinators, and that is a quote me on that. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're gonna support my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're gonna get notified when a new exciting spreading video comes out just like this one, make sure to hit that bell notification button so you get notified when a new exciting spreading video comes out. Thank you all so much for watching, and never forget to grow big, ultimate gardeners. Bye guys.